Let's learn how to transfer our course content from PowerSchool into Schoology. First, a caveat. PowerSchool only lets you send out an entire course or class page at a time. So you have to pick here the correct class that you'd like to transfer out. So I'm going to do this in my C block class. The first step is to click on Manage Class. Then click on Import/Export. It will take you to the Import tab, but we need the Export tab over here. So click on that. Click on version 1.3. If you have any prior downloads, you'll see a message. Otherwise, this will be blank. Go ahead and click Export. This will take a little bit of time to complete. While we wait, let me make a quick note about what files transfer successfully and what doesn't transfer successfully. Polls do not transfer over into Schoology. Beyond that, discussions should transfer, quizzes transfer quite well, text transfers, files transfer. However, assignments will transfer the text, for example, if you have instructions that you typed out into the assignment block, but assignments do not transfer PDF attachments. They will show up in a separate folder, but they won't be organized with the original assignment. So we'll see what that looks like. Once you see status complete, you can click on that blue text that says download. Doing this will automatically download the file into the downloads folder of your computer, or it might prompt you and ask where you'd like to save this file. Now I'm going to go ahead and click this up arrow, and then I will click Show in Folder. And the reason is I'm going to be downloading, quite a few courses. And so it's nice to change the name to something that I can recognize and identify. So let's try that again, Show in Folder. So I'm going to find that file, which is the most recently modified. I'll click once to highlight the file. And once it's highlighted, I can click any of these numbers or letters, just click a second time. And if I wait just a few seconds here, then it will take me into the file name and I can rename it. How about 1819 IB Physics, Semester 1, PowerSchool, class pages, or something like that. Okay, and then I can hit Enter on my keyboard, or I can just click away and that file name will save. If you don't see this up arrow to select Show in Folder, you can just open up the file folder window so that you can view your downloads. And from downloads, you should be able to find that same file that you just downloaded from PowerSchool. Let me click the X for now and get back to my web browser. Okay, I've downloaded. Now it's time to log into Schoology. So I'll open a new tab. I will type in this address. It takes us to a single sign-on so that you can sign on using your normal Sacred Heart Academy login info. This is the same password that you would use to log into your computer at school. And we're in. You'll see YouTube there for just a moment, but then it'll take you to Schoology. You can click on Courses in the top left corner. Nope, sorry, not Courses, Resources. We want to click on Resources. When you import, you have to import somewhere, you have to import it into your resources. Remember that My Resources is like a long-term file repository. It's archives. It's not any active classes that are actually going on right now. To see those, you would click on Courses. So what we do is we basically save it into our resources, then we copy from resources into an active course. To save this into your resources, click this drop-down arrow, and then click Import. Choose Common Cartridge and New Collection down below. For collection title, you can enter something like 1819, AP Physics, Semester 1, PowerSchool, class pages. It's probably overly descriptive, but who cares? Then click on Next. Click on Attach File. Notice that if you import a quiz, matching does not come through and ordering does not come through. These are the only question types that will show up in the quizzes that you import from PowerSchool. Okay, let's click Attach File and find the file in our downloads. Here we go, 1819, that's the one. You can check the modified date to make sure that that's what we just downloaded. Then you click on Open. It takes a little time to load here, and once it finishes, we can click on Next. All right, we're completed here, so click Next. This is an important step. It's important to not select anything here, and then even though you haven't selected anything, still click Convert. Do not skip, or else files that you've attached to assignments will be lost completely. If you click Convert without selecting anything, you'll have access to those files. They'll just be in kind of a strange location. So let's click Convert. So we see this message. It takes a little time for the import to come through. You can click here on Transfer History, and that will show you it'll say pending if it's not yet done, and it'll say complete like you see here once it's completed. You'll also probably get an email from PowerSchool once it is completed. Once the import is complete, you can simply refresh the page, or you can click on Resources again, and hey, look down here. There is that collection that resources that I've just created. So I've created this new collection, and if I click on it, over here on the right side are all of the things that were in PowerSchool. Every single page is a new folder. So if I click on, topic 4, then now I have all of those subfolders present as subfolders. And if I click on day 6, here is a homework assignment. Now you'll notice it's not an actual assignment in PowerSchool. If I click here, we do in fact have the full text. There are links, but the assignment, the attachment itself, is not here. So if you need to access those attachments, what you can do, I've just clicked this again to see everything. If I scroll to the bottom, you will usually find some folder called Unused Resources. This is stuff that Schoology didn't really know what to do with. And there are some funny letters and things, identifiers out front, but let's see, is it here? Well, normally all of the attachments that you put into your actual assignments, here's where they show up. They don't, unfortunately, show up in the actual assignment text itself. So they're not sorted. I've got some weird pictures. I've got some more files here. It's a lot of stuff going on, but it's better than nothing, right? Maybe. If you need to move this file, you know that it's important and you know where it belongs. You can click the gear, click Move To, and then you can choose the correct folder where it belongs. Right? You can go in and pick that correct folder. Okay. As one final item, let's see how to take one of these folders and put it into an active course. This is really easy. First, you simply click the gear on the far right. So I'm going to move topic 5 into my IB Physics class. Then from the drop-down menu, you click on Add to Course. Here's my active IB Physics class. That's where I want this folder to go. And I can just put it straight in, or if I had existing folders that I had created, I could stick this new PowerSchool folder into one of my existing folders for the course. Finally, click on Add. And we're done. From here, if you click Courses and you find that course, bam, there it is. And if I expand, I can see all of those same materials that I had created in PowerSchool. Links are there, text is there, this PDF came through, this file, and quizzes come through really nicely as well. Okay, thanks for watching.